Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be attempting the SAT April 2022 Math No Calculator section. So let's begin. Before we start, we always remember for our 25-minute timer. So let's begin. Okay, first question. The function f is defined by f of x equal to 9 over 2x plus 1. What is the slope of the graph of y equal to f of x in the xy plane? So for this you would use slope-intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. So m is our slope. So this is written in slope-intercept form, except just y is equal to f of x. So our slope would be mx, and in this case, 9 over 2 is our slope. So m is equal to 9 over 2. So our answer is D. Next question. If 2 in parentheses x minus 4 is equal to x, so what value of x makes the equation true? So we have this equation, and we're just basically finding the value of x. So we're just going to use distributive property, and we should simplify to this. Now take 2x to the other side, minus 8 is equal to x minus 2x. Minus 8 is equal to minus x, so x is equal to 8. So just to make sure, I'm going to substitute the values. 8 minus 4 to 8, and 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Yeah, so our answer is D. Next question. What is the graph of y is equal to 3x plus 4? So let's go through all these and find out. So we know that our y-intercept is 4. For everything, y-intercept is 4. So this is a positive slope. So let's count here. Rise over run. So if we use this, it's rising 1. So it's 3 over 1. So that's definitely not our answer. Here, rising 1, not our answer. It rises by 3 here and runs 1. And this is a positive slope. So our answer is, in fact, C. Okay, next problem. The graph represents the total charges in dollars by a contractor of X hours of work. The contractor charges a one-time fee plus an hourly rate. What is the best interpretation of the slope of the graph? All right, so we have a flat fee considering the fact that our y-intercept is not the origin. It is not the origin. It's a different y-intercept, we don't know that. But considering the fact that the slope is not the one-time fee, we know that A is our answer. So because if we have, for example, y is equal to 2x plus 2, let's just say $2 is his flat fee, then $2 should be his hourly fee. So x is the amount of hours. So that's how you would do it. Next question. The given equation relates to distinct positive real numbers x, y, z, which equation correctly expresses x in terms of y and z. So we're finding x. So we have z is equal to x plus 3 by 2y. So we're finding x. Take 2y to the other side. We get 2yz, since you're multiplying with z, is equal to x plus 3. Now, to find x, we just take 3 to the other side. So 2yz minus 3 is equal to x. So your answer is B. Next question. So this is a question where a lot of you guys will get confused. So easiest way we can do this. So we know a square, it has the same base and same height. So here's what we have. The area of ABCD, which is the parallelogram, is 112 square meters. And the area of EBFD is 64 square meters. Okay, so if EBFD is a square and it's equal to 64 meters, we know that the length is 8 and the base is also 8 because square root of 64 is equal to 8. So now that we have that down, we know that our length is 8. So base, or we can say height, base times height is equal to 112 meters square. So base times 8 is equal to 112. Base is equal to 112 divided by 8. You should get 14. But since it's only asking this line segment AE, which is this, if this part is 8, and this whole is 14. You'll do 14 minus 8, which is equal to 6. So A is equal to 6. Next problem. Okay, so a function n models the amount of nickel 56 inert masses remaining T days after a massive star explodes. About how many Earth masses of nickel 56 were there when the star exploded? Alright, so we're just basically trying to find out the y-intercept here. I can already tell 3,000, 8,000, and 12,000 will not be our answers because considering where this graph starts on the y-intercept, we can tell it's closest to 2,500 considering the fact that our answer is D. Okay, next question. Which of the following pieces of information is sufficient to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle? Alright, so we could draw it out like a isosceles triangle. Sorry, my drawing's not perfect. So AB is congruent to BC. So take this as A, B, or actually no, wait. Let's do. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So if AB is congruent to BC, which is this to this, yes, an isosceles triangle has these two sides congruent. Angle A, which is this, is congruent to angle C. That is also correct, which means C is our answer. Okay, next question. Ooh, this is a tricky one. So which expression is equivalent to 2 plus 3x over 16 minus 81x to the power of 4, where x is greater than 1? Okay, so for this, I'd start off by splitting them up. So since we have a minus here, 2 by 16 minus 3x over 81x to the power of 4. Now, if you guys might get confused, you can just add a plus here and make this negative, since over here this is negative. Now we're just going to simply simplify this, and 2 over 16 is simplified to 1 over 8, and once we simplify that, we're going to simplify this, plus 1 over 81 divided by 3 is minus 27x. Don't leave it as a 4 because this is x, it's also raised to the power of 1. Since we're subtracting them, this would be left as 3. And now our answer would be 1 over 8 minus 27x cubed. So our answer is A. Okay, next question. What are the solutions to the given equation? So for this, we're going to be using quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So b value is 7, a value is 3, and c value is negative 1. Oh, there's a negative 7, by the way. So b 7, since negative, and then plus or minus square root. So negative 7 squared should be 49. Minus, so 4 times 3 times negative 1, that should be plus, since we have a negative. So 1 times 3, 3, plus that is 12. And over 2a, that's 6. So 7 plus or minus square root of 61 over 6. And our answer is B. Next question. Okay, number 11. The graph showing the model is the profit Y in thousands of dollars and the number of products sold X in thousands for a certain company. Which equation represents this model? So for here, we're going to be using vertex formula. So here we can see that the vertex is at point 30, 50. So vertex is written in h, k, and we know that the formula, this is the one thing you guys will have to remember, y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. So h is obviously the x value, k is the y value, and a is our slope. Our slope is negative 1 over 18 if you just use 2 points, and you can find the slope. X minus 30 squared plus 50. So looks like our answer option is C. You can take 50 to the other side and you can rewrite it as 50 minus 1 over 18 x minus 30 squared. That also works. Next question. How many solutions does the equation 3x minus 8 x plus 2 in parentheses x minus 4 have? Okay, so what we're going to do here is first substitute. So 3x minus 8 is equal to x plus 2x minus 8. So 3x minus 8 is equal to 3x minus 8. So if we subtract them, we just get 0 is equal to 0, which means infinitely many solutions. Our answer is D. Okay, moving on. This is a really easy problem, and I'll show you how to solve it. So, which expression is equivalent to k to the raised to 15 over 16 times k raised to 3 over 2 times 5 over 8? So now we're going to do this is, so we have k 5 over 16, let me just rewrite it out, k raised to 3 over 2 and 5 over 8. So k 5 over 16, first you're going to do these two values to multiply. So when you multiply them, since this is out of parentheses, you get 8 times 2 16 and 3 times 5 15. Now since you're multiplying them, the powers will be added plus the same base. Because they're the same base, you will get 20 by 16, which is also equal to k 5 by 4. And that is, we have to write it as in the answer options given. So square root, k will stay here. We're going to leave the numerator here and take the denominator up here. So our answer option is B. Next question. So 14, 15, 16, I won't attempt because I haven't learned them yet for my level. So we're going to move to 17. So what is the positive solution given to the equation? So you're going to start off by simplifying this. So x squared plus 2x, and you can bring 4 to this side, is equal to minus 3 is equal to 0. So we're just going to factor them out. So x, so you just want to write it out like this so you have an idea. So we need to find common factor of 2 and negative 3. I would take negative 3 and 1. So I'm going to put negative 3 here and plus 1 here. Actually, no, I'm going to put plus 1 here and negative here. So if we cross-check, x squared minus x plus 3x minus 3, x squared plus 2x minus 3. And that is what we have up here. And don't forget, if this is negative, it'll become positive once it comes out. And if this is positive, it's negative. So our positive value is 1. Next question. The graph of the line plane passes through the point with the coordinates 6, 2 and crosses the x-axis at the point with the coordinates 10, 0. The line crosses the y-axis at the point which coordinates 0, b. Okay, so we're finding the y-intercept. So you're going to first off start with finding the slopes. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equal to 0 minus 2 over 10 minus 6, which is equal to minus 2 over 4, which is negative half. So that's our slope. Now we can use point slope formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to m, which is the slope, x minus x1. So the y and x stay the same. You can take any point in here and you substitute them. So let's say I use 6, 2, so y minus 2 is equal to negative half times x minus 6. Let's do that. So y minus 2 is equal to negative half x plus 3. Now you're just going to take the 2 to the other side. Y is equal to negative half x plus 5. So b is equal to 5. And that's our answer. Okay, next question. The solution to the given system of equations is the ordered pair xy. What is the value of y? So we're finding the value of y here. So we can find the LCM first. For 3 and 4, it's going to be 12. So I suggest you isolate x. So we're going to multiply this equation by 4 and this equation by 3. So minus 12x plus 16y is equal to 16 and plus 12x minus 9y is equal to, so half times 3 is 1.5. Now, since we're gonna add these, this is gone. We don't need x anyway. And we add these, we get 7y is equal to, add these, 17.5. So y is equal to 17 and a half. So 17 and a half, you can make it a fraction just to make it easier, is equal to 35 by 2. So 35 by 2 times, take the reciprocal of 7, 1 over 7, you could cross multiply, and your answer is 5 over 2, or you could write it as a decimal, 2.5. Next question, last question. So the equation of circle and exponent shown, what is the radius of the circle? So when we're doing radius, we always want to remember that we find square roots too. So this is basically the radius, but we're just trying to find it through the equation of a circle. So how we're going to do this is start off by factoring them out. So I'm going to use 5 to get this into a simpler fraction, multiply with 5. So then we can put this into x squared plus 6x, and because we're doing 5, we get 9 from here. So we do take it this way, minus 9 becomes plus 9, and then here we add it to y squared plus 5y. We're just getting the y's together. And here we're going to put 25 over 4 because it's going to be left as 25 over 4 once we divide with 5. So I'm going to put 25 over 4 here, which is, now we're just going to factor them out. I know this is equal to something, but for now we're just going to leave it like this. Let's just factor them out. So I think common here is 3, so x plus 3 squared plus y plus, common here, we could take 5 over 2 because we have a fraction here, so we have to mind the 5 here. So we're just going to simplify that with this, and we're going to put a square over here. We're just square rooting that. So that is equal to minus 20 over 4. Now this is where dividing by 5 came in, and that's plus 9 because there's a 9 here. So we're just going to take the whole number to the other side. And now we can ignore this whole part because the radius is now on this side. So this is equal to minus 5 plus 9 is equal to 4, but we also need to find the square root of that because we're finding the radius of the circle, which is equal to 2. And that is our answer. So I hope this video helped you guys maybe find out what mistakes you made, or if you guys were confused with anything in the April 2022 Math No Calculator section for the SAT. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.